Hello YouTube, this is Gtonix, and I wanted to do a little character showcase from my last season on my assassin, which is a little bit of a trophy character for me, and you will see why in a second. And I know that you guys like to, you know, especially if you don't have time to farm all that stuff yourself, you like to you like these eye candies. So let's look at it. So this is my level 99 assassin. She's running a chaos. It's a blade dancer assassin for mapping, but you see we have 1.5 million kills on this character. We killed declone tier 2 422 times. We didn't do that much Rathma, but we were the third assassin to kill tier 2 Rathma last season. Unfortunately, the lightning from the blue aura was gone after season ended, but we do have all the auras there is to have. Let's keep the green one. And yeah, so this whole character is worth roughly or over 700 high runes approximately. A lot of it is self-found, including the 2 declone items that we're rocking, self-found, self-slammed. And yeah, let's see it very quickly in action, and then we're gonna look at the gear that we have. I'm not gonna do, of course I have pre-buff claws and such, but for Venom, but it's not necessary actually. Did I even cast Venom? No, I didn't. There we go. And this is how it clears. So stacking the or using the Tiger Strike, we're using that to get more splash damage, which allows us to clear much faster. And the rest is just, I'm just holding down right click, left hand of the keyboard, and this is how it places. Yes, we're leaving a lot of monsters behind, but we don't really care because we're so fast and so comfortable and have so much sustain. We're practically immortal. And we're proccing some amplified damage on our from our declone claw. And yeah, we just, you know, one hand gaming, the other hand you can have on your, never mind, you can just have it anywhere you want. Ultra that gamer stuff. Feels always very good to see this, you know, high density maps, the mobs just explode. Now, of course, we didn't do the declone in the Rathma on a Whirlwind, on a Blade Dance build. We did it with a Blade Sentinel setup, which, if you guys are interested, now in Season 12, the Tier 2 bosses, like declone and Rathma, are bugged. They're much easier than they're supposed to be. So I don't feel there's a need for me to do a guide on how to do them now, but maybe next season when this is fixed and they become difficult again, maybe it's gonna be a good idea. Now, of course, there's a lot of guides out there on how to do them, especially on a Blade Sentinel Assassin. But we have some tricks of our own that we used to, you know, kill declone over 400 times, and we found 5 declone items doing so. Became rich. So yeah, here is it. Let's look at the gear. So of course we have our Iden Scar Declaw with 2 absolutely GG jewels. Now the life after each kill corruption is a bit unfortunate. This could be much better, but because last season, you know, declone was much harder, means that there were less of these items around, and this one was self-found, and I boxed it for 2 sockets, so I kept it. The jewels inside, however, they're absolutely insane. They're worth more than the weapon itself, but we can't see what they are here, so let's look in the armory. So especially the bottom one there, 40 ED, 15 max, 19 min damage. That's an absolute outlier of a jewel. I think I paid declone boots on week 2 for this one. And the other jewel is absolutely crazy as well. Unfortunately, when I was buying it, I didn't realize that at the end, on my build, lightning resist is the resist I needed the least. I'm already overcapped because I am using High Lord as an amulet. So that's a bit of a wasted stat. I could have put a better jewel in there, but it's still, you know, really cool. Then, of course, we have the Overlord's Helm. Self-found, self-slammed. MF slam is actually one of the best slams that we could get for our build on this, because otherwise it's hard to stack at least a little bit of magic find. Of course, you could get 1 to all skills. You cannot get 3 sockets on this, so you always have to puzzle it first before slamming. But there is only a few, you know, there's only a few corrupts which would be better than this. Maybe, you know, cannot be frozen would be really cool. Even though we don't need it on our build as well, actually. So, yeah, 1 to all skills probably, or all res. All res would be great. The jewels in it are not as crazy, but still very good. I was kind of, you know, when I got this, I was kind of starting to run out of money already, and I think it's the last declone item I found, so I didn't have the cash to buy to make the jewels as GG as for the claw, but still, you know, 39, 8 max, 11 main strength, 35, 14 main, faster hit recovery. We actually, I think, need it for breakpoint, some dexterity. Of course, 3 open socket T-Rails wouldn't be a GG build without it. Yeah, I liked, oh, we can't see all the jewels, but I like the idea of putting jewels with some damage to undead or damage to demon in it with ED, just to boost the stats as they were that are already on the Tyrell's Might. That's just such a beauty to look at as well, and we had to find matching jewels, of course, for this. High Lords could be a little better, honestly, but we found corrupted and desecrated this one ourselves. So, and we hit 2 mods that we really love on this build, ED and Run Walk. So I just kept it as it is. Probably a double ED corrupt would be better here, but we love faster Run Walk. This one, 1% off of perfect chaos with ethereal, with 15 ED. And 3 to Claw and Dagger Mastery. That, of course, cost me an arm and a leg to buy the base, but we did roll the chaos 1% off of perfect ED on the first try, so that was awesome. Really loved how this turned out. So 310 is the maximum possible you can get on this weapon. 310 ED. 20 Deadly Strike Gore Riders with a faster Run Walk Slam. We have a beautiful ring, which the corrupt didn't land, but if it did, this would be an absolute, you know, trophy ring. 13 main, 14 max, attack rating, life, fire res, magic find. We have an ethereal Sigurd Staunch with a fast Run Walk corrupt, 6 to Iron Skin, decent rolled defense, maximum life 9%. It was up to 10 last season. That's why the filter shows it's only up to 8. We actually found a vial, and we vialed. This wasn't ethereal. We vialed it ourselves, even though it wasn't worth it at all, like financially. But we didn't care. We just wanted. Nobody was selling a ethereal, faster Run Walk, high rolled Sigurds, so we just vialed it for fun because it is rep. Faster Run Walk, 6% absorb with projector. And of course 3/3 Soul Drainers with Deadly Strike. For the charms, we're running a almost perfect Geeds then we have some assorted fast run, walk, life, and some resistance grunt charms. Yeah, and we're getting some FHR here as well. FHR is actually quite important on this build. You don't want to spend too long in hit recovery. The sustain is great, but it's a little bit of a glass cannon. Like, you can absolutely die doing blade dance if you get put into hit recovery. You don't even with claw block. I mean, it's not glass cannon, but you absolutely can die on this. If you whirlwind into some auras, and then some assorted small charms, mostly self-found. I'm not sure if I bought any of this. MF Res or Res Life, the usual. 2 skill Annie, 59 Vita, 17 Ores. Experience we don't care since we're level 99, and 59, 20 Torch. Now, our Mercenary is running Mist for concentration, and the rest of the items I think is pretty shitty. Actually, no, this is good. 6 Ores, 15 DR, Lava Gouts with minus target defense. Oh yeah, this just for cannot be frozen. Some random bolts for more scales. Oh, for some reason she's running our Andy's Visage that we were using for Rathma. If you're ever building a Rathma character, this is usually the best way to do it. To have a max cold res slam on the Andes, because it can roll up to 5, whereas using an Om rune to get max cold res gives you only 4. So this is usually better than a 3 open socket Andes, unless you have other ways to solve for the max cold res, like Snow Clash or so. Yeah, random teamite. We found it ourselves. We boxed it for 2 sockets. She got it. I didn't see any reason to improve this. We're the ones doing the damage, so, you know, 8 might aura in concentration is the damage. You see, you know, I just whirlwinded into 1 pack. I was instantly on full life, so the life leech is great. The sheet damage doesn't look that impressive, but together with our Deadly Strike and Crushing Blow and our attack speed, or I mean the frames that it takes to attack, and so on and so forth, like we just do absurd amount of damage. We're fully capped on resistances, or I think we're missing 5 poison res. There's a -5 auras mod to this map, but you see, there you go. Of course, Navigator, Almanac, we have a skeleton key somewhere, all these... oh yeah, and a 6 boost CTA, of course, 3 skill less on swap. It's just, you know, it's just a beautiful character. So there you go, some eye candy for you. Cheers, YouTube.